nestled among the peaks of the Rockies. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Marjanovic, Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Denver, they've got Harrison, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. And it's Rivers, and it's Porter in at the 3. Now here's Doncic. Richardson outside, clock at 4, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Richardson's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Mavs. Outside, Porter. Back to Rivers. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Now, here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now, here's Doncic. Jokic grabs the miss. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Here's Rivers. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there, collects the offensive rebound, very alert, and cleans up the mess.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Now here's Doncic, guarded closely, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here is Porter after Luka Doncic's bucket. 16 feet away, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
And Porter with good focus just to find some room in the mid-range.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Doncic. That one, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Floats one, and it's finished off inside by Rivers.
Ooh, an effortless floater from Austin Rivers.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Marjanovic down low. Jokic defending. And Marjanovic with the slam.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Rivers passes to Harrison. The 19-foot shot. Jokic, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Inside, Richardson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Rivers finds Morris. 1:12 left in the first quarter. McGee's shot is off. The Mavericks leading. To the inside. Cauley-Stein dishes to Powell. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Millsap. In the corner, it's Richardson. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The Mavericks rebound. Powell, the pass to Cauley-Stein. And here's Brunson. Good on the shot. 36 seconds left to play in the first. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Richardson against Rivers. Morris passes to McGee. Denver passing it around. Morris outside. 6 to shoot. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brunson against Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. The shot misses. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's Dallas. They lead by 4. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Selfless. I mean, you need to look your pride.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
We've got Green. He's out there with Paul Millsap. Rivers out there with Gordon. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Outside Gordon. Pass to Green. Back to Gordon. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Gordon the pass to Rivers. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Luka Doncic comes in for Hardaway. And it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Rivers. McGee finds Rivers. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. A 3 from Morris. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 6. Burke looking over the floor. Porzingis at the elbow. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. Puts up a 3. Pass to Burke. And it's good off the back rim and in. Burke's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs. Now the pass to Chanshaw. Now here's Rivers. On the wing, Morris. Back to Rivers. McGee against Powell. Chanshaw, the pass to Rivers. Over Burke. No good. Great D that time from Redick. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Here's Marjanovic. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
McGee finds Morris. Out to the wing. Passes it to Rivers. Inside. Here's McGee. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. It's tipped. Dallas leading by 10. Here's Burke. And the 3 off target. Nuggets have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Chanshaw, the pass to McGee. Here's Morris. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's Rivers on the wing. Pass to Chanshaw. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Morris. Out to Porzingis. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. Fires, high post. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Oh, in between game for Porzingis. That one's on target.
McGee inside. He's against Porzingis. Here's Dallas. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Doncic. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's McGee. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Mavericks making a switch here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Up top, Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time. No doubt about that one.
And a wide open look for Porter. Offensive rebound.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 10-point lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. You always... And that does it for our...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Hardaway is out there with Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley-Stein. And it's Redick in at the 2. The 11-footer. Jokic finds Rivers. Here's Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
One thing about Porter Jr. you talk about is consistency, and that is just not on the floor. It's about his health and availability to his team so he can show off the multi-talented game he does have.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. In the corner, Powell with it. Brunson scanning the floor. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
On the wing, Porter. Gordon kicks to Porter. Campazzo tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Rivers, he's checked in for Denver. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway for three. Cans it from downtown. Hardaway has got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
For Denver, they've gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got his second bucket of the night.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Doncic looking it over. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Harrison, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic outside. 1:51 left to play in the third. And that one, good. Doncic has got 6.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot, despite the contact.
Harrison passes to Rivers. 18 feet out. A shot that time, not on target. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Marjanovic finds Doncic. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And that's now 8 points for Luka Doncic.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
But they get it back. Rebounded by Hardaway. For Dallas, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Marjanovic passes to Redick. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Doncic with it. Picked up by Rivers. No good on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 12. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good by Porter.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
Here's Doncic. He's got 8. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 11 points in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. 13 points up at the end. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Harrison. Gordon out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Brunson, no good. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Chunchar. Back to Rivers. On the wing, Morris. Brunson covering. Rivers kicks to Morris. Second shot opportunity with 1 on the clock. In deep, Millsap drops it in. Millsap's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nuggets. Thompson with it. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Millsap attacking. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Takes it from 10, and that one's good. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Here's McGee. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Richardson. Over Rivers. Kicks it out to Richardson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
To the paint. McGee dishes to Millsap. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, Millsap completely fools the defense there and gets hit as a result on the shot.
Both free throws good for Millsap. Now Doncic. From deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Rivers passes to Jokic. Shot from 12. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dallas leading by 15. Doncic finds Richardson. Back to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Rivers drops in the layup for 2.
Aggressive move off the dribble. You could see the confidence growing right now for Austin Rivers.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Tries it from the top of the key, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Doncic has got 21 in the game. Passes it to Rivers. Millsap with it. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. He kicks it to Rivers. 6 to shoot. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him. Harrison's checked in for Denver. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Cauley-Stein. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Pass to Hardaway. From deep 3-point range. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Dallas.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. Good on the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Puts one up from 19. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Marjanovic. Over Jokic. The Mavericks rebound. Here's Marjanovic.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
From deep. Misses there. So no problem for Dallas as they get the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. line is this.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for Denver, Michael Porter's out there with Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Now, here's Lillard. Nurkic, the pass to Covington. Lillard, bounce pass. From the left block. Here's Nurkic. The pass to Powell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Porter.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the night. Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Jokic. And the shot goes down.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
McCollum against Rivers. McCollum, no good.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Now here's Lillard. That misses off the backboard. Here's Gordon. Lays it up off the glass. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lillard attacking. And here's Denver. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. That's good from Porter on the assist by Gordon. Gordon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Trailblazers trail by 12. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Now, here's Lillard. Defense is right there. No good on the shot.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Powell. Here's McCollum. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, he plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, he's constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's Jokic missing.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually, he drops those in between jumpers.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And here are the Nuggets now. The Blazers getting the bucket. Back to Jokic. Clock at 6. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's McCollum. Here's Kanter. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Here's Green. Portland making their last shot. Millsap left side. And it's Gordon penetrating. And it's Portland with the rebound.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Here's Anthony, and it's sent back by Millsap. And so it's Denver with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about.
I know that when the main guy.
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. And it's 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kanter. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Denver leading by 10. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Here's Simons. Pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Porter with a block. And he's able to get it back. Out to Anthony. Tries again. Rebounded by McGee. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Nuggets. Here's Porter. Another shot. Goes up again. The shot off that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Simons. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, there are few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and lethal. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And that one's good, Lillard.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
Campazzo, pass to McGee, got a piece of it. Down low. Denver passing it around. Inside. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
The shake. Covington's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Count it. Good.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Lillard. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Denver, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the Nuggets making a change here.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Now here's Lillard. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Look at the energy Lillard plays with. He doesn't give in to the defense. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
Morris looking over the floor. Millsap in the corner. Morris outside. Here's Rivers. Here's McGee. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here's Lillard. That one goes. Count it. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over it.
Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Powell against Rivers. And Covington sends it back. This is his second trip to the free throw line. That free throw good from Lillard.
What you love about Lillard is his drive. He wants to keep improving. He's a super competitive player.
There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. Morris outside.
Known for his defensive chops.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. What a start for Michael Porter. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Well, what? And that'll do it for us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
They've got Michael Porter. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. That's the group for Mike Malone. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Porter in the corner. And finished off by Porter.
Whew, he is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Knocked loose. Lillard dishes to Powell. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. That one falls. Nurkic has got his first 2 points of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Count the basket.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Lillard the pass to Simons. And here's Nurkic. Here's Simons. It's deflected.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The free throw drops for Rivers. Rivers hits both of them. Trailblazers trail by 16. Lillard the pass to Simons. Now here's Nurkic. Pass to Lillard. A 3-ball. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Here's Lillard. And they pick up 2. Lillard's got 13.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough, tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
Here's Porter, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 14.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Here's Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's just not going to give up. I mean, if he has to do it all by himself, that's what he's going to do.
Rivers looking over the floor. Jokic passes to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. They recover it. Jokic with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here's Lillard. Tight defense on him, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You got to respect the interior game a little bit. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell, and McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Outside Gordon. Here's Harrison. No points in the game yet for him. Good work defensively by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Denver grabs the miss. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. The drive by Green. Outside Millsap. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Lillard from outside buries it from 3-point range. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Millsap trying to get open, and Damian Lillard pulls it down. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Good on the bucket. McCollum's got 8.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
And it's Gordon penetrating, and he gets it to go. 8 points for him.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. To the inside. Millsap with the steal. It's tipped, and pushing it up. Here's Denver. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
And Lillard kicks to Jones. Just 3 on the clock, and it's sent back by Millsap. And they get it back. And so it's Denver feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And we'll see if they can keep. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony, and it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside, Porter. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McCollum, no good. The Nuggets leading by 15. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Appreciate the hustle from Millsap there. Leaking out well and getting to the right spot.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Campazzo, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Anthony in the corner. There's the pass to McCollum. Here's the 3. The putback. The putback. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 4 points this quarter.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Up top, Porter. Kicks it out to Gordon. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
Porter, no luck. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 16. The Nuggets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And that one's good by Porter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Can't do a lot to stop Lillard. He's amazing at absorbing contact on these drives.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Campazzo uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Aaron Gordon.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Lillard. And he's good on the three ball. Lillard's got 30 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Cantor, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Porter. The 3. Can't hit that one. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. The city of Denver is in full mode. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
And the Clippers starting five. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Porter is out there with Jokic. Then there's Bull. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the point.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Harrison. Porter passes to Harrison. Back to Porter. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And finished off by Porter.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Now, here's George. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. No good that time.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. George looking over the floor to end the run. Offensive rebound. Zubac. Good defense by Jokic.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Here's Rivers. Chalk up 2 there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. They trail by 7. Outside Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And, guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Here's Harrison. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Rondo. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now, here is George. Good on the shot.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Outside Porter. Back to Rivers. Paul George with the steal. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. For the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Paul George. Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That one goes in.
The craftiness of Rondo makes him a tough cover in pick and roll sets. Just when you think he's going to pass, he'll surprise you with the shot.
Morris against Rondo. And the rejection by Cousins. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And the Clippers making a switch here. Man's checked in. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. To the middle. Here's Cousins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Brute strength of Cousins. Defenders draped all over him, and he simply brushes them off.
Here's Morris. Here's Najee.
Oh, did you see that?
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Millsap with the drive. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The ball handling of Millsap enabling him to create off the bounce.
Kennard on the wing. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Leonard the pass to Oturu. Back to Leonard. Three-pointer. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. And stolen by Cousins. 4 seconds left. And he dunks it down.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
He got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really... And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it...
this game, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you, numbers-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Beverly in at the point guard. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Morris inside. Jackson on him, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And that one's good by Porter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
George against Gordon. And George, here we go. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Morris, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Morris finds George, and they take the lead. George has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Morris, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
The pass to Najee. The feed to McGee. Porter looking it over. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Jackson dishes to Cousins. Morris kicks to Jackson. Back to Morris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morris has got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Clippers. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Here's Morris, and the rejection by Cousins.
All over that one. DeMarcus gets himself in position, times the block beautifully.
Porter against George. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. George, that's a 2-pointer. But they'll get another chance. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. George has got 8.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And here is Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Leonard looking over the floor. Over Rivers. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got his second bucket.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Jokic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Leonard, the pass to Oturu. Here's Mann. Dishes it to Beverly. Here's Leonard. It doesn't go for him. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter. Right at the foot of that.
Nice. So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Campazzo, defended by Beverly, banked in off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Nobody near Leonard. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
We've got Rivers. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then it's Porter. And it's Harrison in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. It's a one-point game. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
That one drops. He ties it up. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean,
hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Rivers against George. Goes back up. Harrison passes to Bull. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. Pulls up on the elbow. Second chance shot. Yep, that one goes in there.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Rivers passes to Jokic. There's Harrison. Porter kicks to Rivers. Jokic inside, covered by Morris. And it's sent back by Morris.
and a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Here's Harrison. Rivers surveying the D. Passes it to Harrison. Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. George passes to Jackson. A three from Morris. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. The drive by Jokic. And he comes up with the deuce. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
And like the initiative there, Jokic seen an opportunity to get inside and just attack it.
Here's George. Morris trying to free himself up. Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Bull. This is his first free throw of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in, so he gets them both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Harrison. That one good for 2. Harrison's got his second basket of the game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Rondo passes to Zubac. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Rivers, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Second chance effort. No good from Zubac. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Gordon, and the second chance effort by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Harrison scanning the floor. Pass to Jokic. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
The Clippers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Kennard against Rivers. Outside Millsap. Lays it up off the glass. Millsap's got 6.
Smart play call. Paul Millsap, deadly once he gets the ball inside.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Morris passes to McGee. On the wing, Gordon. And the shot is good.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Leonard on the wing. Fires from deep. Millsap grabs the miss. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running. And the shot goes in. 6 points for him.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Leonard, that's for 2. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Nuggets ahead, leading by a point. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, we've got Reggie Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Outside, Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
He hits the second from the line.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
George up top. Here's Zubac. Millsap with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Campazzo. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his teams.
And George kicks to Morris. To the paint. Outside Jackson. Outside Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half.
The confidence Leonard shows from range now. You wouldn't know it was once a weakness.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Porter. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammate. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Outside Porter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And an intentional foul right there. Los Angeles making a switch here. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Now George. It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
The Clippers trail, and they go to the intentional foul for the Nuggets. Gordon comes in for Porter, and Morris subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And George, here we go. Zubac trying to break loose, and the Clippers miss again.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
They get it back. And the dunk by Bull. Clippers trail by 3. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And George kicks to Zubats. On the pass to Beverly. And here's George for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Second shot opportunity, and it's good for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 2. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Here's George, and he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 11 in the second half.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every edge. When he's had an opening, he's taken.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Porter's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Monte Morris. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
That could be a 4 to 5 point turnaround. How quickly things change.
Leonard. Rebound by the Nuggets.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Here's Porter. Here's Jokic. Pass to Rivers. Outside Porter. Clock at 6. Goes back up. Shooting foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to get a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And again, no good by the Clippers. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Rivers. Here's Harrison. The tray. So the Nuggets win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A stunning view of the moon. Oh. And let's...
Hey, Kevin, the map...
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Harrison in at the point. And for the Mavericks, we've got Luka Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Goes up, and Jokic throws it down.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Doncic feeling it out. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
And stolen by Richardson. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now, here's Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target with his 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And that one's good, Harrison.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Doncic. The shot from 20 feet away. And he knocks down the jumper. Doncic has got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Harrison. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Finney-Smith. That shot is off. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Bol. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
And finished off by Rivers.
Austin Rivers, opportunistic in transition. That's what happens when you sprint the floor.
Doncic outside. They get it back. Marjanovic. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Inside, here's Rivers. That gives them the lead. Rivers has got his second basket.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Shot from 16, and it's good off the back rim and in. He's got 8.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
Rivers gets a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Dallas shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Denver grabs the miss. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And the whistle blows in the backcourt violation. He went over and back. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now, here is Morris. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here is McGee. Knocks it loose. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Basket counts.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now, here's Millsap. Lets a floater go. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Now, here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. From down in the low post, it goes.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Chunchuk. And McGee kicks to Morris. Back to McGee. Millsap trying to get open. McGee's shot is off. Millsap passes to Gordon. Up again. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy is a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Green. He's out there with Paul Millsap. JaVale McGee is out there with Austin Rivers.
And a five-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Here's Brunson after the Nuggets pick up 2. The dish now to Burke. Outside Hardaway. It's not going to go for him. And Denver the other way now. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Hardaway dishes to Burke. Green with the block. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Dallas making a switch here. Redick is checked in. And Denver with a change here, too. Porter's checked in. And Redick kicks to Brunson. Redick up top. He's guarded by Rivers. And the pass to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Back to Hardaway. Dallas no good that time either. The Nuggets trail. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Mavericks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Powell. No good. Shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul for the Nuggets. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Harrison in for Rivers. Pass to Green. No good. That would have tied it. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Brunson finds Powell.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Karl Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Bull. Powell with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Over to the wing. Good on the three-point shot. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game. And boy, it is on display right now.
Campazzo. It's deflected. Now Doncic. He's got 8. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Don't give Luka any airspace, especially when he's handling the rock, because this guy's always a threat in the pull-up game.
Passes to Jokic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson's running.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And stolen by Richardson. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. And Doncic throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Will it go? It's rebounded by Dallas.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And the turnover again by Denver.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Zinkis, he's checked in for Powell. And the Nuggets making a change here. Doncic passes to Richardson. 32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Dallas again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The putback. Porzingis with the rebound. Dallas leading by 15. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
McGee against Doncic. 2 points. That one goes. Doncic has got 14 points.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
And so it's...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. And really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic. Here's Richardson. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. 6 points for him. Wait, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Hard to find any weakness in Doncic's offensive game. Boy, when this three-point shot is dropping, look out.
Shot from 12. Mavericks with the rebound. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Mavericks leading by 20. Doncic with it. 17 points in the game. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
The Nuggets trail by 21, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Brunson. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Porter's got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Powell. Outside, Redick. Just 5 on the clock. The 10-footer. Cauley Stein. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Porter. And there's the pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
A nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Brunson the pass to Powell. Kicks to Redick. He dishes it to CLA Stein. Over Green. The shot by CLA Stein, no good.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Rivers, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 8 points for him.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The high post shot, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Mavericks lead by 19. Harrison scanning the floor. Rivers passes to Jokic, and J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. 1:12 left to play here in the third. The feed to McGee. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his fourth rebound in this one. Redick dishes to Powell. Back to Redick. Pass to Finney-Smith. Wide open look here for CLA Stein. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Redick's got 6 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Tips it, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Now here's Redick. 6 points for him. Nailed from three-point land. Redick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. Here's Millsap. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
Now here's Brunson. He kicks it to Redick. Back to Brunson. Fires the three. The shot comes out. And so it's Dallas controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Paul Millsap out there at Bowl. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. The Nuggets trail by 20. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his fourth rebound in this one. And that one's good. Burke.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Campazzo. Denver gets it back.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. The long distance three is buried.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Morris passes to Bull. Campazzo. Burke covering. From outside the arc, the rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
The three for Doncic. A putback, rebounded by McGee. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Campazzo, no good on the three.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Najee, no good. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Cauley-Stein. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And stolen by Richardson. For kicks to Doncic. Stolen by Rivers. To the inside, Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
The very definition of a high percentage shot. Aaron Gordon, throw it down.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now, Cauley-Stein, 6 on the shot clock. No good that time. Rivers with it. Over Richardson. Rivers can't get it to go.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left. Here's Cauley-Stein. And it's Cauley-Stein again missing. 13 feet away. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. On the wing, Doncic. Dallas moving it around. On the wing, Doncic. From deep. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And a miss there on the triple. There's the triple. Can't connect. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there at Bull. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Porter. And it's Harrison in at the point guard position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Now here's Lillard. Oh, that's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And at last, they get one to fall. Bulls got the first points up on the board for Denver. And here's McCollum. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. McCollum outside. To the middle, 5 to shoot. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Rivers passes to Porter. Back to Rivers. Denver passing it around. And that one's good. Harrison.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Covington. Now here's Lillard. Oh, Covington in position.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Here's Harrison, covered by Lillard.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Harrison kicks to Rivers. Nurkic with the block. One-on-one here. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Right you are. I mean, that's turnover number 3 already. Not the way you want to start a ball game.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Now, here is Morris. Count it.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Lillard after the Nuggets pick up 2. It's good. Lillard's got 6 points. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Millsap in the corner. Back to Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Lillard. He has 6. Pass to McCollum from past the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Morris outside. Rebounded by Anthony.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Morris looking over the floor. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. That's on Enes Kanter.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. Anthony dishes to Kanter. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
The Nuggets leading by 3. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
McCollum left side. Makes it off the glass. McCollum's got 5 now.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Campazzo and Jones sends it back. That will count. The shot, no good. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Denver on top, up 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
when I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Gordon. He's out there with Monte Morris. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. It's Najee in at the power forward position.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that ball?
Well, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instinct. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. It's a three-point game. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Trailblazers trail by 4. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Foul, he's checked in for McCullough. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Simons after Austin Rivers scored. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Basket good.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Lillard with it. Now Bol defending. Lillard attacking.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Campazzo. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Rivers passes to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Lillard up top. He's got 10, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Lillard from outside, and it's Denver with the rebound. Bol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Jones is checked in. Here's Harrison. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Bucket is good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Harrison kicks to Rivers. with the floater. No good that time. Excellent D from Cantor. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up and laid in to finish the break. Lillard's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Jokic passes to Rivers. There's Harrison. Down low. Jokic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Here's Rivers. Misses from close range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Whatever the...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding. And that'll do it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Jokic. 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Porter in position. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. And Lillard throws it down.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Harrison scanning the floor. Jokic finds Rivers. Porter with it. Guarded by Powell. That one doesn't go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Jones checked in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Lillard. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. The pass to Harrison. From the arc. Portland grabs the miss.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Pass to Simons. Jones with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Jones trying to get open.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Campazzo lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
And that shot was huge as they try to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Yeah, they had been watching it kind of melt away, but that basket could be what gets the momentum back in their favor.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
He gets it in there. Now it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
You've got to be more physical than that against Millsap. He's good at fighting his way through contact on the way up.
Simons surveying the D. 1:10 left in the third. Rebounded by McGee.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
It's stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Millsap. That one misses. Good D by Jones. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Simons. Gordon with the defensive effort. Denver leading by 5. And McGee kicks to Millsap. Back to McGee. Campazzo. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Denver with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 2 on the clock. Nurkic with the block. And here's the fast break, and that's an intentional foul. Seven seconds left in the... Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
And here's Millsap from the arc. No good. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Nuggets lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Bowles. Green is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Rivers, and it's Harrison in at the point.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Porter, no luck. Portland trailing here. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball. That puts them in the lead. Lillard's got 12 points in just the second half.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Shot from the inbound. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And so they foul intentionally. Here's Lillard. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And he drops it in from the low post. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Rivers hits both of them. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And then Lillard slams it in.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Here's Harrison. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers leading by 3. Nobody near Lillard. That 3 off the mark. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Rivers gets a wide open look. The 3-pointer no good. For Portland, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. And Lillard throws it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut back down to 5 points in the make from Rivers.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Covington's shot is off. Pass to Pop. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. Pocket 6. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lillard's got 38 points.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
There's Harrison. By Lillard. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. And a switcher also for Denver. Holes checked in. 1:49 left to play here in the 4th. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Portland.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Powell against Porter. Kicks it out to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Rivers. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 10 points for Austin Rivers.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Takes the 3. No good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Feeds it to Covington. Jokic with the steal. Poked away. No one near him. The shot by Harrison, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
3-pointer, Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 43 points.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Now, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And that one's good by Porter.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Lillard with it. Dishes it to Nurkic. And the first of two, no good, heartbreaker.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. coming right up. The Nuggets taking on the Clippers. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the payday.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Bull. And it's Harrison in at the points. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And the dunk by Zubac.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Harrison scanning the floor. There's the pass to Bull. Jokic, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
George against Rivers. And George, here we go. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Good work there as it goes.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marcus Morris picks one up there. It's his first trip to the line.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
The free throw drops for Rivers.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
Outside Leonard. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Harrison, guarded by Jackson. Jokic trying to free himself up, and that one drops. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Jackson, back to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Here's Rivers. They shoot again. He doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside, George. Back to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. McGee finds Millsap. Out to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. McGee inside. Cousins is there. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Morris.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Gordon the pass to Najee. Gordon trying to break loose. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
That one drops for him.
Yep, can be a threat from the mid-range whenever Rondo looks to get it going from there.
Gordon kicks to Morris. Millsap passes to Najee. On the wing, Morris. Here's Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Good on the second free throw. 1:02 left to play in the first. Beverly with the ball. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Morris. Kennard with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Gordon. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Right side, Leonard. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Morris, left side. Count that one.
And Millsap right now unselfish and looking for guys if they're open.
Gets it off. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Clippers ahead. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Jackson. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's man in at the small forward.
And Millsap really getting up for that one. Love the aggressiveness.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. Zubac against Millsap. A shot by George, wide open. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Morris outside. George looking over the floor. And George with the stuff.
Well, defender just a little too late in reacting. Gets a piece of Paul George, but a piece, that's not enough.
Pass to Rivers. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Takes it from 10. Jokic, no good. Clippers trail by 3.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Yep, it counts. Jokic has got his second bucket.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
A nice shot by George. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Zubac finds George. He nails it, and we're tied up. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Rivers. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there, collects the offensive rebound, very alert, and cleans up the mess.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Jackson from long range. A 3 from Morris. Here's George. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Here's Porter. Good work defensively by Morris.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Rivers passes to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for Jokic. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Outside, George. His 3-pointers off the mark. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The 3. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Bull, that's good.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Rivers against George. From deep. Not going to go that time. Rivers surveying the D. This one for 3. The putback, and that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Porter. Austin Rivers is out there with Harrison. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bull in at the 5 down low.
So important for Cousins to continue to develop that defensive awareness. I'd like to see him showing off some of that shot blocking ability.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. Outside Leonard. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And it's Harrison with the ball for Denver. The lead is 2. Jokic passes to Porter. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by Najee.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
LA's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, how about Cousins out in transition? The big guy running the lane and showing the little guys how it can be done.
Morris kicks to Gordon. Back to Morris. Passes it to Millsap. The pass to Morris. McGee with it. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Kennard. Here's Oturu. Leonard on the wing. Over Millsap. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Leonard, the pass to Oturu. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the 3. And it's Leonard again missing.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Nuggets making a change here. 1:07 left in the third quarter. And so they foul intentionally. The 3 from George. Zubac finds George. It's good from long range. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Millsap passes to Najee. Back to Millsap. Here's Najee, guarded by Jackson. And it goes down 2 points. Najee's got 6.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And George kicks to Jackson. Can he keep it going? They grab their own miss. Zubac. McGee with the block. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 7. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the shot goes in.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And here is Morris. Outside Gordon. Pass to Najee. Millsap left side. Good if it goes. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 5. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Katuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's George in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Rocket 2.
Yeah, this is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. And he banks in the layup.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Outside Rondo, this is to George. And that one is good from Zubac.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Well, great timing as well. Swiss watch kind of moments. Fourth quarter, close game. That could have been a 4-point swing.
Here's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
One thing about Porter Jr. you talk about is consistency, and that is just not on the floor. It's about his health and availability to his team so he can show off the multi-talented game he does have.
High post, Zubac. Back to Morris. George passes to Rondo. Off target from 3-point range. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Nuggets. It's a 5-point game, and that one good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's George. Here's Zubac. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Campazzo. And good that time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Outside, George. Jokic with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. Morris with the block.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
A different look for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Here's Porter. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Bull can't hit. Clippers trail by 6. Rondo dishes to Leonard. And oh boy, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, His point to them was that they put themselves in the position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Harrison passes to Rivers. Porter kicks to Rivers. There's Harrison, guarded by Jackson. He gets that one. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Leonard on the wing. And it's denied. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Leonard inside, guarded by Porter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Bull.
He's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
Both good from the line that time.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Porter passes to Jokic. Over Batum. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Jackson. It's good. This game is all even. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Rivers passes to Jokic. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
George dishes to Leonard. And close. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Bull.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Here's Bull. Here's Jokic. That shot misses. Great D that time from Batum. Here's Leonard. Yes!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Rivers against George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Passes it to Bull. Now, here's Jokic. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.